gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Saint of that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
State and national level as an educational leader. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to your success now and in the future. Our joint passion and commitment to our students, to our community, and to the field of education is reinforced on a daily basis, but becomes very evident each May with our commencement ceremony. I encourage you to continue setting goals and use your skills, your intellect, your imagination, and your determination to attain the next steps, forging the pathways of your life. You have acquired important tools that support lifelong learning during your time with us, and you will find those skills and those tools to be very, very valuable as you pursue and live your dreams. Our faculty and staff have the high privilege of teaching, mentoring, and supporting you as you work to achieve both your educational and your professional goals. This is such important and purpose-driven work, which we will indeed in life continue to change for all of you. And when I think about what takes place at each graduation, I'm reminded of the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from his 1964 Noble Lecture. Occasionally in life are those moments of unutterable fulfillment, which cannot be completely explained by those symbols we call words. Their meaning can only be articulated by the inaudible language of the heart. We know you have worked very hard to achieve your goals. Many of you have endured personal sacrifice and times of significant stress. However, you kept pursuing your goals, and tonight you become an AACC graduate, soon to be alumni. Many of you had the support from those celebrating with you tonight, but some of you did not. The common denominator in each of you is you are what made it happen. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure and privilege to present the Reverend Dr. Diane Dixon-Proctor, Chair of the Board of Trustees, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Lindsay. It is indeed my joy and my pleasure to introduce this evening's commencement speaker, the Honorable Peter Franchot, Comptroller of Maryland. Peter Franchot was elected as Maryland's 33rd Comptroller in 2006 and was re-elected to a third term in November 2014. As Comptroller, he has respected the sacrifices of our state's working families by making it easier for them to file their taxes, by protecting vulnerable consumers from fraudulent tax preparers and other financial predators, and by ensuring that taxpayers receive their refunds in a timely manner. Franchot.
I wonder if I could ask Colonel Brian Foley to come up to the podium for a minute. I don't know whether you realize it, but a few days ago, Colonel Foley celebrated his 25th year in the United States Army. Colonel Foley, I'd like to present to you one of my Maryland Hero medallions. I give these really to honor the men and women in our armed forces everywhere, but also to our men and women in our state police and county police, municipal police, firefighters, emergency responders, who are in such a difficult and dangerous profession, protecting us. And I just want to, well, God bless you, Colonel Foley. Thank you. So, my passion is politics, and forgive me, we each have our flaws. My dream has always been to be a statewide elected official, and frankly, part of that dream was someday giving a college commencement speech. So this is my first one, and I want to thank you for asking me. It is hard to get the kind of fulfillment of my dream to be a statewide elected official because there are very few offices in Maryland you can run for. And when I ran 9 years ago for Comptroller, I happened to pick a then unbeatable opponent, former governor and former mayor of Baltimore and current incumbent Comptroller William Donald Schaefer. Even my own mother thought I was going to lose. But in a miracle that a lot of the experts say is still not explainable, I won the election, and the next day my wife said to me, tell me again, what does the Comptroller do? I said, dear, I am now the Chief Fiscal Officer of the state of Maryland, and I'm in charge of the state's financial books. Her response was, well, God help the state of Maryland if you're in charge of the books. Conversely, an unstable or dire financial situation provides a sure roadblock to your future, your success, and your happiness. As I travel around the state, I share my vision for each high school student in Maryland to be required to pass a class on the basics of finance before they graduate. Thank you. I believe that if every student knows how to balance a checkbook, manage debt, borrow wisely, positively affect their credit score, and save for the future, that they will be head and shoulders above those who do not, and they will face far less challenges in their life. The sound management of your money is not only a financial lesson, but it is also a life lesson. Just as you learn to save money now and plan for the future, prioritizing long-term goals over a short-term paycheck is also critical to your success. A few days ago, a young man who works in my agency, actually works in the janitorial services, was talking to someone in my communications department, and he said, This is his comment, because the talk was about making this speech here tonight. He said, you know, I graduated from community college, but I wish someone had told me not to chase the money and settle for a paycheck. I should have transferred to a 4-year school right away to get my degree in sports management and a minor in business or finance. Here I am pushing the broom. We honor him, he does a great job, and we're also particularly thankful that he's young enough, because we're going to get him on the path to fulfill his dream. But he put it off for a moment, like we all might, by the thought of getting an immediate paycheck. So we can be blinded by the chance to get money every 2 weeks, by the idea of purchasing power and the pressure of others to join the workforce. That young man postponed the value of long-term goals. And we're going to change that, so I'm delighted to just emphasize to all of you to make sure you don't stop in laying the foundation.
Christopher Pineda. I've had the honor of representing each and every one of you graduates as your Student Government Association President. My role couldn't have been a success without all of you and your commitment to this college. As you sit here today, I'm sure you're excited because a new journey is about to embark. Commencement is a time for a new beginning, a time where you can celebrate what you have accomplished, and a time where you can look back and see how much you have grown as a person.
Of 3.6 through 3.79 and are being graduated magna cum laude. 230 associate degree recipients have received a grade point average of 3.8 through 4.0 and are being graduated summa cum laude. Each year, the Presidential Scholar Award goes to the student who graduates with academic excellence in the traditional